The silent death of Elisa Lam. In downtown Los Angeles, rising above the crowded streets of Skid Row, stood the Cecil Hotel. For decades, the building carried a reputation as a place of death and darkness. It was cheap lodging for transients and drifters. At least 16 documented suicides had occurred there. Notorious serial killers like Richard Ramirez, the Night Stalker, and Jack Unterweger had once stayed in its rooms. Whispers followed the hotel, strange shadows in the halls, footsteps in empty corridors, and a feeling that the building itself absorbed tragedy. It was here, in January 2013, that Elisa Lam, a 21-year-old student from Vancouver, checked in during a solo trip across the U.S. At first, Elisa seemed like any other traveler. She called her parents daily, explored the city, and posted her adventures on Tumblr. But within days, her behavior began to shift. On January 31, 2013, she was last seen by staff at the Cecil Hotel. Then, she vanished. Her parents, alarmed when they didn't hear from her, contacted the police. A search began, but the vast, labyrinthine hotel, over 600 rooms, yielded nothing. 2 weeks later, police released surveillance footage from the hotel's elevator, hoping for clues. The video spread online like wildfire, horrifying millions. Elisa steps into the elevator. She looks nervous. She presses several floor buttons in rapid succession. The elevator doesn't move. She leans into the hallway, peeking both ways as though someone is following her. She darts back inside, then presses herself into the corner, hands clutching her head. She steps out again, moving in jerky, hesitant motions. At one point, she waves her arms strangely, almost as if communicating with someone, or something, invisible. Her face flickers with fear, confusion, and something else, desperation. Finally, she walks out of frame. The elevator doors close, and she is never seen alive again. The footage, cryptic and eerie, sparked worldwide theories. Was she being chased? Was she hallucinating? Was something supernatural at play inside the cursed hotel? While the search dragged on, guests at the Cecil began complaining about their water. It was blackish in color. It had a foul taste. The pressure was weak. Some brushed their teeth, drank, and even showered in it, unaware of what was floating above them. On February 19, 2013, a hotel maintenance worker went to the roof to check the water tanks. When he opened one of the heavy lids, he froze. Inside the dark water, the body of Elisa Lam floated, naked, her clothes at the bottom of the tank. She had been there for weeks. Guests had been unknowingly drinking, bathing, and brushing their teeth with water tainted by death. The rooftop was supposed to be off-limits, secured by locked doors and alarms. Yet somehow, Elisa had reached it. The water tanks were massive, standing on concrete blocks. The lids were heavy and difficult to open. To get inside, she would have had to climb a ladder, lift the lid, and squeeze through a small opening, then close the lid behind her. How could she have done that alone? The coroner's report ruled her death an accidental drowning, linked to her bipolar disorder. But the autopsy revealed no signs of trauma or assault. Still, questions lingered. Why was she acting so bizarrely in the elevator? How did she reach the rooftop without triggering alarms? Did someone put her in the tank, or did she somehow crawl in herself? The Cecil Hotel shut down in 2017, but its dark reputation only grew. Elisa's death became one of the most infamous modern mysteries, dissected in documentaries, forums, and urban legends. Some say it was mental illness. Some say it was murder. Others whisper that the Cecil itself, the same place haunted by decades of blood and tragedy, had finally claimed another soul. And the last image of Elisa Lam, confused, terrified, gesturing to the unseen, remains one of the most chilling pieces of real footage ever recorded.